Hello, English learners. Welcome back to Medical Professor. In today's video, we are diving into the world of coordinating conjunctions, the seven essential words that will help you connect ideas, phrases, and clauses in your sentences. Whether you are writing, speaking, or just trying to improve your grammar, mastering coordinating conjunctions is key to sounding more natural and fluent. So, let's get started and learn how to use fanboys in your everyday English sentences. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more useful lessons. What are coordinating conjunctions? Coordinating conjunctions are one of the most common types of conjunctions in English. These conjunctions are used to join words, phrases, or clauses that are of equal importance or similar structure. The key to using coordinating conjunctions effectively is recognizing that they connect ideas that are grammatically equal or balanced in the sentence. There are seven coordinating conjunctions which can be remembered using the acronym FANPOIS: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Let's dive deeper into each of them. Number one, for. It is used to show reason or cause, similar to the word because. For example, I went to the bed early, for I was feeling tired. She couldn't attend the party, for she had to work late. Number two, and. It is used to connect similar ideas, actions, or things. For example, I like coffee and tea. She sings and dances well. Number three, nor. It is used to add a negative element to a previous negative statement. It is typically used in negative clauses to introduce another negative. For example, he doesn't like pizza, nor does he enjoy pasta. I haven't seen that movie, nor have I read the book. Number four, but. But is used to show contrast or an exception. For example, I want to go to the beach, but it's raining. She is talented, but she is very humble. Number five, or. It is used to offer an alternative or choice between two options. For example, would you like coffee or tea? You can go to the concert or you can stay home. Next, number six, yet. It is used to show contrast similar to but it often implies something surprising or unexpected. For example, he is very young, yet he is very wise. She worked hard, yet she failed the exam. Number last, seven number, so. It is used to show a result or consequence of an action or situation. For example, I forgot my umbrella, so I got wet in the rain. She didn't study, so she failed the test. Now let's discuss how to use coordinating conjunctions in sentences. Number one, connecting words. Coordinating conjunctions can connect individual words. For example, I'd like apples and oranges. Number two, for connecting phrases. They can connect phrase of the same type. For example, she wanted to visit Paris and explore the Eiffel Tower. Number three, to connect the clauses. Coordinating conjunctions can connect independent clauses. For example, I wanted to go to the park, but it started raining. Important tips for using coordinating conjunctions. Number one, maintain parallel structure. When joining two or more items like words, phrases, or clauses, make sure they are of the same type. This is called parallelism. For example, I like swimming, hiking, and biking. Number two, use comma. When joining two independent clauses with coordinating conjunction, place a comma before the conjunction. For example, I finished my work, so I went home. And avoid the overuse. While conjunctions are essential for connecting ideas, overusing them can make your writing sound clumsy. Use them when necessary to create clarity and balance in your sentences. Here is practice activity for you. Try creating your own sentences using each of the 7 coordinating conjunctions. Remember to keep the structure balanced and use punctuation correctly. And write your sentences in the comment section. In a nutshell, coordinating conjunctions are a crucial part of English grammar. They allow you to connect ideas, making your sentences more fluid and readable. Whether you are joining words, phrases, or clauses, mastering these 7 coordinating conjunctions will help you create more complex and engaging sentences. Keep practicing, and soon your using conjunctions will become second nature in your writing and speaking. Great job, everyone. Now that you know how to use coordinating conjunctions to connect your ideas, you can start applying them to make your English sentences more dynamic and fluent. Keep practicing, and soon these conjunctions will become second nature. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more grammar tips and lessons. If you have any questions or want more examples, feel free to drop a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.